or they don't have a good understanding. They don't have a good understanding of the so much abundance that is in the network marketing industry. So please, I need each and everyone to pay close attention. This particular training, by the special grace of God, should be on YouTube in less than 24-48 hours because the meeting is being recorded. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want us to always have access to it whenever we need to listen again, and more so whenever we begin to build leaders. These are the trainings we are going to be equipping them with. So as you are taking it, also make sure that you are going to the YouTube page to watch it over and over again. Then when you begin to harness and build new leaders, you must ensure that all the trainings that you are going through, they also do so, because whatever it is that made you solid, it is unfair for you to deprive them of it. You also need to equip them properly in order to come into the full understanding of this. Now, we all need to understand that you will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. I'll come again. You need to understand that you will never change anything in your life, will never change until you change what you do daily. I remember saying this during the Windows of Wealth and Cash Flow Patterns, that we have four currencies, and quite unfair enough for a lot of Nigerians, they don't even know. They only associate with the one that is generally acceptable, which is money, forgetting that we have three other ones that are actually spendable if you know how to convert and use it very well. So I'm going to go over it again briefly. For you to have a good understanding of it so that you can always remember easily, you can simply acronym it to be MEAT. MEAT, MEAT. The first one is the one we are all familiar with. The first one is money. But we've forgotten that we also have energy, we have attention, we have time. And that's why you see the adjective that goes before it goes in the way of you using it. And that's why you hear when you want to refer to time, you said, I spent time. That is to tell you that it is a currency. You can trade. That's why what the job or the employee guys do is they trade their time for money. So that time in itself is a currency. Whenever you go for maybe you are in church, you are in any summit, or you are in any get together, and you think it is free in itself, it is not free, because when you got there, you were paying attention. They might organize it to be free, but best believe it is not free. You paid attention. And amazingly, you did not only pay attention, you also spent time. You paid attention, you spent time. And the last one is energy. And that is why you see, if you have ever been to a site before, you see these laborers putting in their energy into getting that job done. That's them spending energy. I don't know if you've heard this English where they say, how was your day? I'm spent. You might not have heard it before, but it's actually correct. When they say, I'm spent, that means they have channeled their energy into doing that work. Now they are exhausted. So why are you exhausted? It's because the energy you channeled towards doing that thing is a currency. So when next you wonder why a lot of people are poor, pay attention to these four things. It is not only money that is a currency. Just move closer to them and check. How do they make judicious use of their time? What are they spending their time to do? That is one. What are they paying attention to? That is two. And what are they using their energy for? Once you can trace it down to these other three currencies that a lot of people don't know, it is very easily predictable to know that these guys would actually find it very difficult to be very rich. Why? Because they are spending this other currency uselessly. They are not using it well. They are not using it well. So you will not change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret to you having the next 1,000 people in your team rock solid is hidden in what you do daily about yourself. Because at the end of the day, you cannot be a chicken and attract lions. I'll come again. You cannot be a chicken and attract lions. Lions moves with lions. Chickens move with chickens. Sheep moves with sheep. You will never see a sheep moving with a bird. They are two different breed entirely. So we all need to understand that this thing actually goes in line with what you do daily. Until you realize that when you become a lion, it is easier for you to attract lions like yourself. You cannot be a chicken and be looking for a lion. You cannot be. I need this to sink into your consciousness. Whenever you worry about why you are not attracting some strong people into your team, just take a good look at yourself. Look at how you are approaching the business. That is actually where the secret of the growth of your business is. Are you proud of the way you are actually handling the business? Is this how you are going to do it to make the next 10, 20, 40, 50, 100 million naira? So once you can look at yourself, you can tell as to why you are not attracting some kind of people. So look at yourself. Are you ready to become a leader yourself? Because if you are not ready to be a leader, then you will find it difficult to attract one. I will use myself as a typical example. I entered Abuja 2, 3 months ago, not really knowing most of us that are listening to me right now, but because I am a lion, it was easier to attract each and every one of you listening to me right now. So if you will not connect it to anything, connect it to that. That how come I entered the city of Abuja under 2, 3 months, I have been able to attract each and every one of you listening to me right now. So you can imagine how many more people I am going to attract by the time I'm spending a year, 2 years in Abuja. This Zoom call will be over 50, 100 by that time. Why? Because I am a lion. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing part time in order to attract the kind of people I want. And that's why you see me keep raising the bar. Until you get to that level, you will not attract some kind of people. Know this and no progress. Know this and no progress. Now, let's forget about goals. Let's focus on the system. Please, I need everybody to pay close attention to me right now. I will have dived into the launch of the project Activate, but as I was coming, I just discovered that it will not make more sense to you if I don't do due diligence to this particular training. I've actually saved this training for a long time now, waiting for the perfect time to actually run it. So when I was coming, my spirit was just like, no, you cannot launch Project Activate without setting a good foundation for your team very well so that they can run with the project more effectively. And that is why we are running this particular training now. So forget about goals. Let's focus on the system. Yes, goals is important, but much more to it is becoming more intentional about the process and system that will get us there. Now, like I said, it's been a while. I completed this training long time ago. That's why you are seeing the first half of 2024 is ending in a week time. That was when I completed this training together. Now, so let me rephrase it very well. Now, we are a month to the end of 2024. Which of the goals that you set have you achieved? What are you doing to achieve it? What are you doing daily to achieve it? You need to understand that wealthy people have big dreams and goals, but unlike everyone, they have unwavering commitment to their habits. This right here is very, very powerful. And I'm going to do justice to you so that you can understand that you are actually the major reason why you are not wealthy yet. Becoming wealthy is either hard nor easy. It just depends on the perspective. Your own perspective is what determines what it looks like. Like I was saying, wealthy people have big dreams and goals, but unlike everyone, they have unwavering commitment to their habit. Now, I created a challenge. I said it's called 30 days of content in the month of December. Do you know that as simple as that is, a lot of people are going to struggle with it? It's not easy, it's not hard. It is just the definition you give to it. Now, there are some things wealthy people do that poor people find it difficult to do daily. And I'm going to give you a very good example. So, wherever it is that you are lacking, begin to make adjustments. Now, wealthy people don't joke with knowledge. And when I mean knowledge, they are very, very intentional. They are very, very hungry for it. And that is why you will never walk into a wealthy man's house without seeing a library. Quote me anywhere. You will never walk into a wealthy man's house without seeing a library full of books. You, you can't. On rare occasions, you must see it. Why is it like that? It's because they know the importance of bettering themselves every day by harnessing knowledge relevant to their industry and relevant to their daily living, relevant to their daily growth. So I ask you, how many books have you read this year? Do you even have a library? Because I'm going to be entering each and everybody tonight. Do you have a library? Now, when I mean reading books, it's not the books we read in school. I'm talking about books that are practical. Now, how many of us has read at least a minimum of 5 books in the line of what we are doing here? Because it looks like some these people that are making a lot from the business are using magic. They are not. Don't let anybody lie to you. There is no secret. There is no secret. It's the same thing that these people are doing that they are making a lot of difference. The reason why you are not getting it is because you don't have unwavering commitment to that habit. So begin to check yourself now, because by January 1st, 2025 till the end of 2026, I am going to be measuring each and every one by these laid down rules and principles I am setting. So if you don't have a library today, begin to build one. Begin to build one. Now, I'm going to suggest the first 5 books you need to go and get. And go and get it in a hurry. Whether you like reading soft copy or not, that is not what I'm saying right now. I am talking about building a library for yourself. Because, like I said, wealthy people have big dreams and goals. But unlike everybody, because everybody, if you ask an average person, that's the same thing they will tell you. They have big dreams, they have big goals. But ask them, how committed are they? How committed are they to the big dreams and goals that they said they have? Everybody can talk, but only few people do. Everybody can talk, but few people do. So, starting from today, I'm going to make mention of those books right now. So, make sure you have, like, minimum before the end of this year, make sure you have gotten those 5 books. And meanwhile, if you want to get it and not stress, I sell them. I sell them. I'm sure a lot of us don't know. Yes, I sell books. I sell books now. And just so you know that it's not like I'm trying to do this so that you can buy from me. You can still decide to go and get it outside. But just in case you want to get it and you want to have it detailed in one place, you can reach out to me. Number one is the business of the 21st century. You can start writing it down somewhere, because I am going to be making reference to these books going forward. Number one, The Business of the 21st Century by Robert T. Kiyosaki. Number two, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Number three, Your First Year in Network Marketing. Your first year in network marketing by Mark and Rose Yanel. A blue cover like this. That's number 3. Number 4, Go Pro by Eric Warren. Go Pro. This book I'm making mention of now, is a must-have for everybody. Number 4, Go Pro. And the last one, Prospecting Rules. Prospecting Rules. Prospecting Rules. I'm trying to remember the name of that man now. But I know I can still remember the front cover. It has one blue and orange cover front page like this. So I'm going to come again. The Business of the 21st Century by Robert T. Kiyosaki. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Are we writing? Are we taking note? I'll come again. If you got these 5 books, say drop a fire emoji in the chat box after I'm done mentioning them. If you have gotten the 5 books down, write it down. And I'm giving each and every one of us between now and the end of the month to have those 5 books. The Business of the 21st Century 1. That's number 1, The Business of the 21st Century. Number 2, The Compound Effect. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Prospecting Rules. Your First Year in Network Marketing, Mark Yanel. And Go Pro, Eric Warren. So if you have gotten those 5 books, let me see a fire emoji in the chat box. I want to be sure everybody actually listened to what I just said now and you have acknowledged it. Just drop a fire emoji in the chat box. Let's make that snappy. Drop a fire emoji in the chat box, acknowledging that you got what I said, where having those 5 books is concerned. Where having those 5 books is concerned. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I've not seen any fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji in the chat box indicating that you have gotten what I just said. Aha, good. I can only see, yes, aha. Business of the 21st century. For those that did not get it, Tina has dropped it. Business of the 21st Century, Compound Effect, Prospecting Rules, Go Pro, not Good Pro. Go Pro, G-O-P-R-O, Go Pro. Then your first year in network marketing. So you can copy it from the group. You can screenshot it in the chat box. Tina has dropped it. You can screenshot it in the chat box. Yes, Go Pro. So duly noted. Are we good to go? Aha. So everybody listening to me right now, nobody is exempted. Those 5 books, if you have to start saving for it or you have to start getting it one by one, begin today. By the end of the year, there is nobody here as of now listening to me right now that should not have gotten those 5 books. It's a must have. If you are going to go far in this business, that's the first 5 books that you must have and read. Are we good to go? Fantastic. Now let's proceed. Now, you need to understand that the problem is not the goals. It is the system that you are following. The problem is not your goals, no matter how big they are. It is the system that you are following. And that is why you see some people say that it is not working. The question you should ask them is, what system are they using? Who is their mentor? What is their daily routine like? Because at the end of the day, your success can be traced down to the system that you are using to build it. Your success in this business will be traced down to the system that you are using. And that is why we are bringing a very solid, refined, and loaded project system in the coming year. Tag Project Activate. I myself, when I was done crafting out the system, I'm in awe of how many multimillionaires that project is going to bet in 2025, not even in 2026 now. We actually have a goal, a 2-year goal, to make sure that by the end of 2026, we are celebrating 500 multimillionaires. But I tell you the honest truth, if starting from the people that are listening to me right now, if you would actually follow that system itato without missing anything out, you will be amazed at how you will create something massive for yourself in the first 6 months of 2025. And you are going to see how clear and how doable it is by the time I'm sharing we are launching the project activate. If you are missing any meeting, either we do it online or we do it physically, make sure you are not missing in that as okay, it's going to be online so that everybody can connect to it. We are going to launch it online. We are going to launch it online so that I can record it and upload it on the channel so that you can always go back to it just in case you need to listen again for better clarification. It took me time to put that stuff together. And like I said, if you use and follow that system, you are made. You are made. But you will see why I'm saying that by the time we are launching it. So, like I said, what system are you following? The reason why a lot of people are not making so much with what we are doing here is because of the kind of system they are using. So, when you see anybody that is highly or super successful with the opportunity, it is because of the system they are using. So, the problem with goals. Now, as I'm addressing this, I need you to be fine-tuning yourself and seeing where you have been making mistake and addressing it at the same time so that going forward this will not be a stumbling block for you. You need to understand that winners and losers have the same goals. Focusing on the goal and not the process is where the divide happens. I'll come again. You need to understand that winners and losers have the same goals. But what differentiates both of them is that the winners have the ability to focus on the goal. Focus on the goal and not the process is where the divides happen. So when you see a winner, just know that they are laser focused on achieving their goal. Am I communicating? They are laser focused on achieving their goal. While the loser, once they attempt it first time, second time, and it's not looking like it, boom, they give up. They give up. And you also need to understand that achieving a goal is a momentary change. Is a momentary change. Is a step-by-step thing. Just like I said, in the month of January, before the end of this year, everybody should have the people that they are going to be activating with. We are going to get there. I will do justice to that when we are launching the project activate. Now, the third one, focusing on goals alone will delay your happiness. But focusing on the system, emphasis on the system will make you satisfied anytime you achieve any small wins towards your big goals, because you know once the system is in place, it's only a matter of time. Your big goals is going to be realized. So for each and every step you take in the right direction, it gives you a sense of fulfillment because you know it is a journey. Success here is a journey and not a destination. Success here is a journey and not a destination. So once you climb the first ladder by activating your first two, you'll be very excited because you know what you did, the system that you used to produce the first two connectors is capable of producing the next four connectors that will come from the first two. And like that, it keeps going. And right before your eyes, your team is now big. And big team, big income. Big team, big income. And that is why it is important for you to pay close attention to each and every training we are going to be doing going forward, because it is a preparation for what we are going to be coming into in 2025. Now, the fourth one, goals are at odds with long-term process. The purpose of goals is just to win the game, but the purpose of system and routine is to be in the game. I'll come again. Now, you will see people say they want to achieve goals, they want to achieve goal. It is at odds with long-term process, because if you achieve, let's say your goal is to achieve just 5 million. So that means immediately you make 5 million naira, boom, you stop. But when there is a purpose behind that goal, it will lead you to the purpose of the system, and it will help you stay longer in the game. I tell people, if you really want to do network marketing on a large scale, your goal should be bigger than yourself. I'll come again. If you want to succeed, like you want your level of success in the network marketing industry to be very, very huge, your goal must be bigger than yourself. You need to be thinking about like your 10th generation, that when you are gone, what you have created will last them their lifetime when you are gone. That is how to think whenever you are in the network marketing industry. It helps you to stay longer in the game, because the purpose of the system or routine is to actually keep you in the game. You keep doing it, you keep doing it. Just like the same way they don't remind you to brush your teeth in the morning, it has become a routine. They don't remind you to eat, it has become a routine. That's the same thing here. Once it becomes a routine, it becomes your cash flow becomes a momentary something. It keeps coming in. Why? Because you never, once you don't stop doing the routine that makes for the cash to flow, the cash has no option than to keep flowing. And the last one, goals will focus on the result, but the system focus on the process, which is what leads to the habit that ultimately keeps you rich. Let me read it to your ears again so that you can understand. Your goals will focus on the result, because all goals is about is just to get the result. Let's say your result is to get 10 million. Once you make that 10 million, you will easily be satisfied. But once the system is focused on the process, once you are particular about the system, it will lead to you focusing on the process, which in turn leads to the habit that ultimately keeps you rich. Am I making sense? So if you are tracking this training tonight, you will observe that it is more of what you can consistently do to keep you in the game and to make you relevant in the industry. Now, look, I want you to look at your screen and read this thing in your ears internally. Read it in your ears internally so that you can relate with what I'm about to say. Are you done? Have you read it internally? Good. Now, the word says, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Powerful, right? I'll come again. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system. That means your system is as powerful as your goals. Your system is as powerful as the kind of goal you want to achieve. That is where the major thing is. It's not about the goal you set now, because you need to understand that from time to time, your goals will change. Let's say if your goal is to make 10 million naira in the first 4 months of 2025, if you make it, that means you have to change that goal to push it up again. So if you don't have a reliable and sustainable, or if you don't create a sustainable system, it will be very difficult for you to recreate that thing. So forget about the goals and focus more on the system that helps you achieve the goal, so that you can always replicate and duplicate it whenever you want to. That is why the word says you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of the system that is responsible for your goals. That is what determines how big your goal will end up becoming. So why do they take so much time, you might ask? It's because habit needs to persist long enough to become visible. It's just like, let me use, good. I will use this someone that goes to the gym, for instance. Now, it is not the first day you sign up for a gym training that you begin to grow. For the guys, for instance, now, for the guys, you will not just go and lift weights today and tomorrow your chest is broad, your arm, your, what's it called? You begin to develop some good shape because you just went to the gym once. No, it doesn't happen that way. It takes time. That's the same thing. And that's why wealthy people understand that the real wealth lies in your ability to delay gratification, not to be in a hurry. So habit needs to persist long enough. So as a lady, for ladies, when they go to the gym, they want to develop work on their butt, their backside and all. You notice that it takes time. They have to go over and over and over and over. After 2, 3, 4 months, come and look at them. You will now start seeing changes, right? Exactly. That's exactly how it works here too. You do it over and over and over and over. Now, for people that are saying they can't present, this is exactly what is happening to you. You must understand that if you don't start doing it without being perfect, you will never get to a point where you are perfect. Start and start now. You will get better along the way. And you need to understand that repetition is the mother of mastery. Do I need to say that again? Repetition is the mother of mastery. Whatever it is that you don't repeatedly do, you don't get good at. All the basketballers, all these guys that you see, all these trailblazers that you see out there, these guys have done this thing over and over and over and over and over again. That is why you see they do it so effortlessly. And you're like, how are these guys doing this thing very? It's because they have done it over and over and over again, such that they are now so good at it. Yes, it is as a result of repetition. They have done it so much now that it is now in their blood. So name it. Is it how to present in our business? You need to start doing it as soon as possible and keep doing it. And I'm going to create platform for that. Yes, it's going to be an amazing ride in 2025. I can promise you that. A lot of people will develop into the best version of themselves that they have never imagined who emerge. Watch out for a lot of people in this team. You are going to be seeing the redefined version of a lot of people. So it is that consistency that you keep with the habit that turns you to someone who is so good at it. Same with prospecting. Keep prospecting. And before you start, make sure you have the requisite knowledge. And that is why you need to get those 5 books. Because one of those books will literally teach you how to prospect. Now, cancer spends 80% of his life spreading unnoticed, and then in few months, spread all over the body. Now, a lot of people that are having cancer today, it did not just enter their body all of a sudden. It has been there for a long time, and it was because they didn't pay attention to it. That was why it ended up showing all over the body. An overnight success took years for it to emerge. All the overnight success you are seeing right now, go and ask them. The late nights, the early morning, the burning of night candles, the reading for 4 hours, 7 hours, developing themselves, trainings back to back. So all those overnight success, quote and unquote, that looks like overnight success, it's not overnight success as well. It took years for them to actually turn to that kind of person you now know them to be. Now, two main types of habits. Two main types of habits. We have the outcome-based habit and we have the identity-based habit. We have the outcome-based habit and we have the identity-based habits. Now, I want you to pay close attention to this habit so that you can be able to locate the one you have and the one you need to have. I'll come again. So we have two main types of habits. We have the outcome-based habit. That's what you want. And the identity-based habit, which is who you need to become. So let me explain. Now, the outcome-based habit, pardon my spelling, I think I was in a hurry, that was why I didn't spell, that's outcome, not out-home. Outcome-based habit. Now, outcome-based habit, you form this one as a result of what you want. You form this one is formed as a result of what you want. Let's say you want to become, you really want to learn how to present. So you begin to work with people who does it well. Because you want the outcome of that habit, your habit, to lead to someone who can actually what? Present very well. And we now have the identity-based habit. This one is the hallmark of it. The two are needed, but the second one is the ultimate. Now, the identity-based habit has a lot to do with who you need to become. So this one affects every area of your life. Now, you've heard people say they are shy. They can't talk to people. They are shy. They cannot face the crowd. They are shy. They cannot do this. They cannot do that. Now, if you want to break their walls, tell them to do that same thing and give them and tell them you are going to give them 20 million naira. You will see all of a sudden the lion in them will rise. All of a sudden they are not shy again. All of a sudden they want to give it their best shot, even though they don't know how to do it. Now, what changed is because, truth be told, that kind of person they need to become was there all along. It just needed the right motivation for it to find expression. And that's why I said nobody is shy. They have not just found the right motivation that will push the lion in them out. Everybody listening to me right now is a potential leader. That's why I hate it when I hear people say they are shy. You are shy, but you are not shy to collect 2 million naira if I send it to you. Why don't you say you are shy? That is too much. You can't be shy to collect 2 million naira, but you are shy to make it. Right? Can you see that the math is not adding up? So everybody has that lion resident in them. They have yet to meet the right motivation to push it out. And that is what we refer to as identity-based habit. There is who you need to become. And that's why you need to surround yourself with fire-branded leaders. That is how you can emerge as a lion yourself. All those excuses you are giving, you cancel everything out. You cancel everything out. So that's the first level to the training we are having tonight. Did we gain something before we move to the second one? If you are learning, let me get some fire emoji. If you got something tangible from this first training, let me see some fire emoji in the chat box. Let me see some fire emoji in the chat box. You got value from this first training. Let's make that snappy. We are still going in for another second one. We are training fire leaders. Fire leaders this time around is going to be back to back to back to back, back to back to back to back. All right, good. I can see the energy. Awesome. 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 Amazing. Yes, it shows good, 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 good. Now, let's get to the second training. Please, I hope we are learning. All what I'm sharing now, please, you cannot hit egusi with it. You cannot hit eba with it. Very, very important that you take all of what we are sharing here very, very seriously. So the next class is going to, in less than 20, 30 minutes, we should be done. Now, I have taken this training before, but I'm sure most of us will have forgotten. So I am going to dive into it again, as it is very instrumental to what we are going to be doing in the coming year and beyond. So please pay close attention. Pay close attention. So I'm sharing my slide now. So confirm if you can see it. All right. You should be able to see my screen now. You should be able to see my screen now. Yes. I'm sure each and every one of us, our desire is to actually get to the top. Yes or yes? We want to get to the top, right? Good. So pay close attention to this particular training. How to get to the top. Now, let's go. A 24-month workable plan to get to the top. Please take good note of what I'm going to be doing right now. Now, let's get to some reality check. Do you know that people that have a job, really, they are actually a slave? The bitter truth. Of course, they don't like to hear this, but it is actually the truth. They are more or less like a slave. Do you know why? Number one, they don't have control of their time. They are emotion, but they
Sorry,
are
please.
always on the same spot.
Sorry, don't be offended. I didn't get what you said about people working, please.
Okay, can you hear me now, ma? Can you hear me now, ma? Okay, good.
Yes, please.
Aha. So, like, I'll reiterate again. So, I said the bitter truth. They don't like to hear this, but it is the bitter truth. Do you know that people that have a job are more or less like a slave? They are more or less like a slave. It's the bitter truth. So, it's hard to swallow for them. Many times, when you say this to them, they can literally fight you. So, I'm not saying this for you to go and tell them, but I'm saying this for us to have a better understanding of how critical it is. Them having is more now. The reason why I said that is because number one, they don't have 100% control of their time. They are in motion, but they are on the same spot. Do you know why they are on the same spot? They put in their very best into getting the job done, only to get the same amount that every other person is getting. So that means if you are working a job alongside your colleague, no matter how best you do, you still end up getting paid the same amount they pay other colleagues. So where is the result of your effort? You are in motion, but you are still on the same spot. And the bitter truth is, their boss, most of these bosses don't really care about them. They don't really care about them. And that is why that salary will never be enough. It was not meant to be enough. It was never meant to be enough because they want you to keep coming back. You can imagine you working a job and they are paying you 3.5 million naira. As a smart person, you will not use up to a year there before you go and start something of your own. Or have you seen a job right now that they are paying 3.55 million naira in a month? Have you seen that? A job like you resume 9 to 5 and they are paying them 5-6 million in a month. It won't be long. They will resign and start something better. Why? Because they're having access to more money. So the truth is, these people that are working a job, they are slaves. Bitter truth, but they don't like to hear it. They are. Now, this is a good example of how their salary, I'm sure the people that have earned, quite unfortunately, I have not earned a salary before because immediately I was done with service, I entered, and that was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Immediately after I was done serving, I came in contact with this opportunity. So I have never carried my CV or my certificate looking, I was never part of the youth looking for a job. Because as I was done with service, I entered the industry with my full head. I didn't go halfway. I entered the industry fully. So for people earning salary, they will be able to relate with this better, especially for the married set of people that are collecting salary. School fee, that salary, let's say that salary is 100K or 80K or 200K. You will pay school fee. There is utility bill. There is food. You fuel your gas, your whatever. There is TV for people using mobile subscription. There is transportation. There is house rent on top just this salary. So you can see why I said there's a lot needs to actually happen to Nigerians. They need to wake up to the realization of the fact that this salary thing is killing them every day. Just like what Mr. Obi was saying yesterday. I pray time permits also that he can unmute his mic to speak. I need him to actually share that story again online again so that people that were not there can listen to him. Salary will never get anywhere.
Sorry, well, is it Coach Iba that has been talking?
Yes. Who am I? Who's yes.
Your voice have changed here. Oh. So sorry. Go on, sir.
Oh, okay. My voice changed. Maybe you were not, my voice did not change.
So sorry. Yeah, your
It's all
voice
right. You
really
can
changed.
mute your mic. My voice is
All
just
right.
changing. You know, you are just hearing, you're just getting used to my voice. I'm the one talking. Yes.
All
So
right, sir. All right.
thank you. So this is how the salary looks like. And at the end of the day, in fact, they end up in debt because they will discover that that salary is not enough. So what is the way out? Is to develop another stream of income. Build a business that can work in your absence. Now, this is the distinguishing factor. What does the top mean to you? What does the top mean to you? Now, for some people, it's 500,000 naira monthly. For some people, it is 3 million naira monthly. For some people, it's 10. For some people, 50. For some people, 100. For some people, 200. For some people, 500. Now, this is where the problem is. Do you know that what am I saying? Not some. Do you know that most people still find it very difficult to even agree with themselves that it is possible to be making this kind of money monthly? Like they literally can't believe that it is possible. So tell me how you will show those kind of people our opportunity and they would want to accept or do it. Because number one, their mind, a lot is wrong with their mindset. Their mindset is faulty. Their mindset is faulty. So the fact that they don't even believe this is possible monthly automatically has disqualified them from benefiting from the opportunity. Even if they connect to it, you'll be wondering why they are not making so much from it. It's because something in their mind has not agreed with the fact that it is possible for them to make something like this monthly. And like it or yes, people are making this kind of the amount you are seeing on your screen every month. So it is the one that you believe for yourself. And you know one of the greatest miracle God did that I love is the fact that your belief system does not affect my possibilities. One of the greatest things God did. The fact that, let's say for instance, Mrs. Esther did not believe that she can earn 100 million naira monthly. And I am crazy enough to believe that I can earn it monthly. Our belief system does not affect the fact that that can be possible for me. So that makes it simple. So your belief creates your reality and your possibility. So it makes it sweet. So now I want us to do so that you can know that each and everyone has what the top means to them. Now, each and everyone listening to me right now, please kindly go to the chat box and identify with the amount on your screen what the top means to you. As we launch the project Activate, what does the top mean to you? What do you see yourself earning monthly as a result of we activating the project that we're going to be coming into starting from January 1? So let me see it in the chat box so that you can see that each and every one of us have different mindset, different goals. Let's have it in the chat box. Quickly. What does the top mean to you according to the figures you are seeing on your screen? What does the top mean to you? Now, don't lie to yourself. You know your heart of heart. There's a figure on this screen that your mind and heart agrees with. That is what is possible. Don't lie to yourself that it is 500 million naira monthly. You are not there yet. That is the bitter truth. Let me just give it to you now. You are not there yet. So go to the chat box and type, what does the top mean to you? Using these figures on your screen. Let's have it come in. Let's make it snappy. We don't have all day. This is past 11. What does the top, with the figures you're seeing right in front of your screen, that is, we are going to be making possible in the next 24 months, what does the top mean to you? Is it 500,000 naira monthly? Is it 3 million naira monthly? Is it 10 million naira monthly? 50, 100, 200, 5? What do you want to see yourself earning monthly? Because it is what your mind can conceive. Once your mind can conceive it, then you can achieve it. I'm only seeing 3 people indicate. We are 8 on this Zoom call. Coach Vera said 500. This is okay, 500 million monthly. Amazing. Some crazy figures right there. Coach, you sure say your mind if you carry this thing? 500 million. Amazing. Okay, Yila said 3 million. Yes, sir. Yes, so okay. I think I love this energy. Now, by the time I start coming for you guys, I hope you are ready. Because it is easy to type 500 million naira monthly. But when the limit on the screen is 500 million, but seriously, mind blowing. You see beyond this. I love this. Okay, I need to snap this right now because I am going to be reminding each and every one of us how that we were saying all of this on the Zoom call. Good. In fact, while some people are saying 500 million naira monthly, Mr. Obi John is saying 500 million naira is even small. Beautiful. Let's get right into it. Okay. I love the energy I'm getting. And we have 1 billion naira. So I have to reserve that. We also have 1 billion naira monthly. So I think maybe that will sit well with Mr. Obi. Now, when it comes to achieving all you just saw right now, these are the key things you need to watch out for. Number one, you see each and every of our trainings, if you notice, we are always going back and forth. Whenever we go back and forth, you see mindset, 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 mindset. So that's to tell you how powerful. Okay, Irene is saying 200 million. Awesome. Okay, Mr. John agrees with that. Good. You will see most of our trainings, if you have been showing up for our trainings both online and on site, you will observe that we cannot go back and forth without addressing mindset. That's to tell you how powerful your mindset is in this business. So you cannot, okay, so listen to what I'm about to say. Listen to this. You cannot have a multi-million dollar dream with a minimum wage work ethic. Please follow me closely. Follow me closely. You would be blessed by this section tonight, this particular section. You cannot have a multi-billion dollar dream with a minimum wage work ethic. I will break it down. You cannot be telling me you want to be making 500 million naira monthly and be sleeping 18 hours in a day. You can sleep for Africa and you want to make 500 million naira monthly. Go and ask the people that are in that realm the level of sacrifice they gave for them to get to that level where they are making that kind of money. So I will say it again. You cannot have, somebody should type it in the chat box. You cannot have a multi-billion dollar dream. I'm coming. Because a lot of people, they are good with wishing. They can wish that the heaven should come down. But when it comes to getting the work done, you will never see them. You cannot have a multi-billion dollar dream with a minimum wage work ethic. You cannot have a multi-billion dollar dream with a minimum wage work ethic. You cannot have a thousandaire mindset and be claiming multi-billion dollar dream. I'll come again. You cannot have a thousandaire mindset and be aiming to become a billionaire. It doesn't work. Your mindset does not agree with that realm. Now, as we are on this Zoom call right now, some people are already sleeping. And if you ask them now, they will say they want to become a multi-millionaire. They want to become a multi-billionaire. But they are already sleeping. And they, in their heart of heart, they think that it's by sleeping that will get them there. They are not putting in the work that is required to get them to where they really want to be. Yeah, thank you, Coach Vera, ma. Thank you so much. You cannot have a multi-billion dollar dream with a minimum wage work ethic. You cannot have a thousandaire mindset and want to become a multi-billionaire. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'll come again. It doesn't work. So you need to understand that it is your mindset that will keep you longer in the game. Your mindset will keep you longer in the game. The longer you are in the game, the higher your chances. The longer you are in the game, the higher your chances. I'll give you a good example. HOF. HOF is still making money till now. Okoli is still making money till now. Nefo Isima is still making money till now. These guys are still making money till now. Why? Because they have decided to tell themselves that no matter how much they make, and it's a mindset, no matter how much they make in the business, they will never leave it. Do you want to tell me that they don't have other investment vehicles and portfolios that can actually settle them for the rest of their life? They do. They do. I mean, a minimum amount of the least amount of them have a minimum of 20 different real estate. I'm talking about rental income, like rental properties that is giving them money steadily. So if they quit this business today, they can never be broke again. But you wonder why they are still doing the business. It's the mindset. And that's why I look at some people. They did 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. They made 20 million, 30 million. They are nowhere to be found again. And that's why they never count. That's why they are not relevant. So the longer you are in the game, the higher your chances. So you need to so please follow this closely. Follow this closely. It's going to help you a great deal as we begin the journey of the project Activate. Now, they have used this word called brainwash in the wrong light. So I'm going to bring it into the perfect light. Do you know you can be brainwashed into riches? Because they have used this word brainwash so many times in the wrong perspective that they have brainwashed that person into doing the wrong things. How about you being brainwashed into doing the right thing? How about you being brainwashed into riches? Brainwash your mind into riches. Read books. Listen, like go on YouTube, watch training videos, attend meetings. Now, you can see we are 8 on this Zoom call, but we are not 8 on, are we 8 on that group? I don't think so. We are not 8 on that group, but it is 8 of us that is on this. That's to tell you that a lot of people are actually lying to themselves by saying they want to achieve that which they said they want to achieve, because obviously they are not ready to even pay the price. So brainwash your mind. Read books. Just like I've suggested in the first section, you cannot help but get those 5 books. I'm going to take it personally with whoever does not get that book. And I mean it. Audit your inner circle. You cannot be in a circle where you are the only one that is trying to achieve that big dreams and big goals that you are going after. Let's say you have a dream of achieving, like you want to hit like 100 million naira, and the rest of the people in your inner circle are okay with 1 million. You are by default, you are already in the wrong circle. You are already in a wrong circle, because you cannot be someone who is going after having 100 million naira as your financial blueprint, and most of the people in your inner circle are satisfied with 1 million. You guys cannot work. You are not going to be able to create that possibility that way. It's not going to be possible. So write down all your inner circle names. I need you to become intentional with what I am teaching us tonight. Write down all your inner circle names and categorize them with negative and positive. That was why I said this tonight's section is going to be very practical. So look inward. When I say your inner circle, these are the people you cannot do without talking to in a day. Like they are very close. You know that you cannot go a day without talking to this person. So do what I call a life audit. So sit down. I mean, this is the best time to actually do it. So you might as well just go ahead and do it. So sit down, look at it and scrutinize. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You know these people more than I do. So sit down and categorize it very well. Who are those set of people that are like they are giving that P sign? They are positive. When I say positive, okay, don't let me run ahead of myself. I'm going to get there. So categorize them. Who are like from January up until now? Look at those people. The level of their negativity and positivity. Grade it. Grade it. So this is the task. Negative people, they complain a lot. So as for negative people, watch out for this trait. Once they have this trait, knock them off. Don't even wait a minute. After tonight, now when I say knock them off, I did not say you should stop talking to them. Limit the level of the relationship and conversation you have with these people, because two poor people, now you are not poor. Don't take it too personal. This is me trying to create a very good analogy that will blend with what I'm trying to communicate. Two poor people cannot help themselves. Two poor people cannot help themselves. So look inward and identify these people. Negative people, they complain a lot. They gossip and they will never discuss ideas. They will never discuss on how to get better. They are always gossiping. They are always discussing people. They are full of drama. Anyone, in short, anyone that depletes your energy, anyone that creates fear in you, is it clear now? So I'll come again. You can as well screenshot it. You can screenshot it. Negative people, they complain a lot, they gossip, they discuss people, they are full of drama, they deplete your energy, and they create fear in you. Once you can find this trait in these people and they are in your circle, you already know what to do. You are not supposed to be in close contact with these kind of people. Positive people, they encourage you. Even though they are not in the business, they will never talk it down. They will keep cheering you on. They will keep finding ways to be of help to you. Aha! Those are the people to be in your circle. They might not necessarily join you in the business now. They most likely might join. Those kind of people have higher chances of joining you later when the grass becomes greener, because they have an understanding of what it takes to actually become successful or relate with a successful person. So they are still coming. So they encourage you. They discuss ideas on how to grow. They recommend books for you, just like I'm doing now, which qualifies me to be in your circle. In fact, I didn't have to ask to be in your space. My energy already tells you that I'm that kind of person to be in your space. They encourage you, they discuss ideas out on how to grow, they recommend books for you, and they emit positive vibes. They are full of positivity. Even in the face of adversity, they keep dispensing positive. You will never catch them emitting anything negative, no matter how ugly that situation is. Those are the kind of people you should relate more with in starting from now. Don't even wait till 2025. Starting from now, begin to act on these things. They are going to help you a lot. So, like I said, tax computation. If the number of the negative people in your life, in your inner circle, is more than 25%, you are in danger. Just know. If the number of negative people in your inner circle
Sorry,
is more
sorry,
than 25,
sorry, sir. Please, the last slides. Can I just see it within some seconds, please?
okay, you want to screenshot it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please, I give you 2 minutes to do that. Be very fast about that. Okay. Be very fast, be very fast. Are you done now? Can we move?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
So the task computation. If the number of negative people in your inner circle is more than 25%, you are in danger. By the time you are done doing that task computation and you realize that you have more, like you have 25% negative people, begin to work on it. The people you hang around with the people you hang around with the most, the people you hang around with the most will affect your mindset, because they are the kind of they consistently pour into you. You copy them by, and that's why I say one of the fastest way to learn anything is by surrounding yourself with people that know it, people that have it. And that's why you hear this adage that says, if you hang around 5 multi-millionaires, you are going to be the sixth. It's just a matter of time. Just keep hanging around with them. And if you hang around with 5 poor people, no matter how wealthy you are, once you keep hanging around 5 poor people, in no time you will become poor. If you hang around 5 mad people, in no time you will be the sixth. So cannot play down on the power and the efficacy of the kind of people you surround yourself with, because they greatly affect your mindset. So the people you hang around with the most will affect your mindset. You need, if there's no other year than this 2025 we are going to become highly intentional about the kind of people you spend most of your time with. Once you master the mindset, you'll be able to stay longer enough for your breakthrough to manifest. And like I keep saying, telling everybody that's on this journey with me, give yourself 12 months of consistently journeying with me on this, consistently moving with me on this journey, and watch if you will not experience a drastic change in your business. And for people that are just joining, you are the most luckiest, because now you are going to be moving at a speed of light. What some people cannot achieve in 3 years, don't be shocked if you achieve it in a year. Why? Because you have decided to be intentional about the kind of people you want to listen to. And like my mentor will always tell me, he said, he who has your airtime has hijacked your destiny. He who has your airtime has hijacked your destiny. Or better still, let me put it this way. He who has access to your airtime has your lifetime in his hands. What do I mean by that? Who you keep listening to consistently will ultimately revolutionize and reflect the possibility of the trajectory of your life. So if you keep listening to people that don't have the result you are looking for, you should not be surprised that you don't have anything. In fact, your own case will be worse. So you need to be very, very intentional. Yes, he who has your airtime has your lifetime. Because once you keep listening to them, your life decisions will continue to be shaped by what they keep telling you. So that's why, especially in this business, you cannot be listening to everybody. I'll come again. You cannot be listening to everybody. Once they are not in the network marketing industry and they don't have the kind of result you are looking for, they are the wrongest set of people to listen to and hang around. Know this and know peace. If you want to have issues in this business, go and hang around people that are not doing it. Go and hang around people that are not making so much with it. You will be like, it won't take much time. You will just find out that you are out. Because by the time they are done pouring so much negativity into you, you would zoom out with so much ease. So much ease. So number 2, skill set. I just finished the mindset now, and I'm sure that you got value. Please, let's put this into, because I'm going to be relating with us based on these trainings I am giving us. Number 2, skill set. So if mindset keeps you playing the game, the skill set gets you paid for playing the game. I'll come again. If the mindset keeps you playing the last slide. Okay, please, let's be very spontaneous with the way we are screenshotting. I need to move fast. Okay, so please, let me know when you're done screenshotting, ma. Please be very fast, ma. Before 12, we should be done with this training. You should have screenshotted it by now, ma. Can I move? Aha, good. So, like I said, we are done with the mindset. Now, the skill set. The skill set. You must understand that if the mindset, which is the basic foundation of any other thing that can happen for you in this business, once the mindset keeps you playing the game, you must understand that the skill set is what is going to get you paid for playing the game. So once you come into the industry, you must become intentional about learning the skill. And that's why I said in the office, was it day before yesterday or yesterday, that going forward, I am literally going to be allowing everybody to train us on a particular topic. So what I'll just do is, please, if you don't have a system, I know how things can be right now, please start working towards, I made mention of 2 major things. You cannot, yes, believe God for it. I know the resources might not be with you now, but believe God for it. You need a system, a working system, a laptop, and a very good phone, advisably an iPhone. And if you are getting a Samsung, make sure it is one of the best of the best. Starting from Samsung Ultra 8, Ultra 10. Aha. Those are the kind of Samsung that will literally make you look like you are using a Canon camera. Aha. So if you don't get that kind of Samsung, just get an iPhone. These two things are very important to making your skill set more effective. So begin to learn the skill set, because going forward, I'm going to be training everybody how to present. There's going to be training on how to follow up like a pro, how to invite. All these areas, they are going to have training such that when we enter January, you will not have excuse as to why you don't know how to do it. So if by January you don't know how to do these things, then it is because you have not been putting into practice what you have been learning. Because December is going to be, yes, believe God for it. It is possible. It is possible. But make sure you get registered first. Very important. According to you, I think you said Friday. Get yourself connected to the system first. Then believe God for a laptop and a good and quality phone. It will come. If it will come, if you believe God for it. So like I said, if mindset keeps you playing the game, the skill set will get you paid for playing the game. So you must get good at learning the skill set. In the beginning, you do a lot in the business and get little pay, and later you get huge pay with little effort. This is one beautiful thing about the skill set, because when you harness the skill set, you are going to use it to a level where you now teach others. Now, you are now the one doing little and making a lot. But first, you start by doing a lot and making little. But on the long run, you now start making a lot by actually putting little. This is one thing that a lot of people in the network marketing industry did not understand. Your first 2, 3, 4 years, you are still testing the waters. Believe it or not. Your first 3, 4, 5 years, you are still getting solidified in the business. You are still learning a lot. Because the truth is, if you can go all out to pursue a degree, you went to primary school 6 years, secondary school another 6 years, university 4, 5, 6 years, depending on the course, you served 1 year. All of these things were to an end, which is to get a certificate. Why do you come into the network marketing industry and want to use 1 year and be financially free? If it's that easy, all of us should have been financially free by now. Go and observe everybody that is financially free today. All these guys, once you hear, they will say a minimum of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Sometimes you hear them say 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. And the truth is, it's worth it. Because you know that once you can gain that financial freedom after 9, 10 years, for the rest of your natural life, you will not have anything like money problems ever again. Instead of wasting that 9, 10 years working a job only to get paid peanuts and to continue to work to still earn, why not just channel that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years to building something formidable that not just you will benefit from, your generations and generations and generations will come into it. And for those who don't know, it is just like real estate, just like landed properties. It is transferable. When you are long gone, you can transfer this account, this wealth portals, you can transfer it to your children. And double portion for people who have opened accounts for their children and they have account too. So as they are benefiting from the account you open for them, you can transfer your own account to them again, and forever and eternally they will keep thanking God they have somebody like you as their parent. So these are the things people don't see about this business. That what you are building will not just benefit you alone, it will benefit everybody that bears that your name. It will benefit everybody. So a reminder, you need to know that this is not a job. This is a business for job replacement. So you cannot be treating it like a job. You cannot be treating it like a job. So takes me to this scenario we always use. Many people fail it, but quite a number of us are already familiar with it. So this is what we call the power of delayed gratification. The generation Z of nowadays, you'll be shocked that 70-80% of them will go for the one on the left. Meanwhile, it is the one on the right that makes wealthy. And that's exactly what we do here. If you don't understand this, you can never, ever get it right. So this is one of the most powerful force in the universe that a lot of people don't know. And that is why they play down on what the network marketing space can give to them. The most powerful force in the universe is compound interest. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't works for those who do. You need to screenshot this. You need to put it on your status. The most powerful force in the universe is compound. The most powerful force in the universe is compound interest. And it is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't works for those who do. It was Albert Einstein that said this. So this is what people don't understand, and that is why they play down on what we are offering in the Zillionaire network. Because if they do, they will not play down on it. They will not play down on it. And this is how the compound interest works. First day, 1 kobo. Don't forget that it's compounding. So that means day 2 times 2. Day 3 times 2 times 2. Is it not amazing how 1 kobo can turn to 10.7 million on the 31st day because of the power of compound interest? But a lot of people don't even understand what it means to engage in a business opportunity that allows you to compound. They don't understand. They don't understand. So how to increase your skill set? How to increase your skill set? Study, implement, and recalibrate. Study, implement, and recalibrate. So that's why I said, you will start by the end of 2025, you will be so solid that you will marvel at the kind of result you will be delivering. Because we are going to be doing a lot of study, we are going to be doing a lot of implementation, and you're going to be recalibrating as many times as possible till you get it right. Interact with successful people. Once you are in this business, you have no business talking to people that are not successful. Turn deaf ears to people that has not gotten results with this business. They are not going to help you. They are only going to make matters worse by bringing you out of the business with their negativity. Seek mentorship and clarity. Be accountable. So during the Project Activate, when I'm launching it online, everybody is going to have an accountability partner. We are going to be accountable to someone such that each day, every day, you are giving report of what you are doing to get yourself, to get your business activated every day. And you cannot be on this Zoom call and you are not. Next year, it's going to be events back to back. Back to back. Okay, Tina will be our financial secretary because we're going to be having a lot of financial commitment where we have a lot to do. The thing is, we are going to be getting t-shirts. We're going to be customizing a t-shirt that inscribe Project Activate. Project Activate. I'm already working on the concept of how that writing will be on the shirt. So I'm informing us now so that we can begin to prepare our mind. So Tina, you are going to be our financial secretary for the Zillionaire network. So for each and everyone who wants to start sending in, I think a shirt, because we are doing an original t-shirt, because that project is going to last for 12 months. That's throughout 2025 is Project Activate. We are going to launch another project in 2026 to keep the ball rolling. But for 2025, it is the Project Activate. So we are going to be wearing that shirt a lot, especially when we have events and when we are out promoting it. We are going to be wearing that a lot. So there's nobody on this Zoom call that will not have that shirt, except you are not with us on this journey. Except you are not with us on this journey. So that's why I said no matter how bad your network is right now, I mean, the circle of people you have, once you connect with the Zillionaire network, you have automatically opened yourself up to building a fresh network, a new circle for yourself, because you're going to be meeting everybody in the network are going to be like-minded people. People you can share your plan, your goal with, that they can spur you into greater works. So if I were you, I would have no other friends than friends in this business. Once you are not in the Zillionaire network, I will find it very difficult to cultivate friendship with you, except you are a prospect that I'm trying to bring into the business. That's the only exemption. Anything other than that, I have no business with you. Now, I want us to listen to what Eric Wall said here. Please listen attentively. Listen attentively.
To hear this story for a couple reasons. Number one, because it doesn't matter where you are today. If you're struggling right now, you're sharing a room with people, you're trying to figure it out, you're not eating room service, and you're on a budget trying to make this all work, I just want you to know that your situation can change if you really make a decision. That's number one. Number two, I will tell you that the highest paid skill in network marketing is your ability to promote. If you can get butts and seats, it changes your entire dynamic back in your local marketplace, and being relentless in that promotion.
Now, please, did you hear that? Please, if you got that message, type what he said. He mentioned 3 things. Okay, I'm going to play it again. Please, listen and listen good. He said, he made a lot of profound statements in this video.
To hear the story for a couple reasons. Number one, because it doesn't matter where you are today. If you're struggling right now, you're sharing a room with people, you're trying to figure it out, you're not eating room service, and you're on a budget trying to make this all work, I just want you to know that your situation can change if you really make a decision. That's number one. Number two, I will tell you that the highest paid skill in network marketing is your ability to promote. If you can get butts and seats, it changes your entire dynamic back in your local marketplace, and being relentless in that promotion.
Now,
to hear this,
did we get that? So please go ahead and type in the comment section. He made mention of 3 things. Okay, so let's make it more practical. Irene, please, unmute your mic. Okay, I should play it again. Time. Okay, Irene, unmute your mic and tell us the major things Eric Quarry highlighted in that video. Irene, if you can hear me, unmute your mic and tell us the 3 things Eric Quarry made mention of in that video. Unmute your mic. I'm going to play it again, but I need Irene to speak. I want to be sure some people have not slept on this Zoom call. Irene, if you can hear me, unmute your mic and tell us what Eric Quarry said in that video. You can see now, you can almost predict that Irene is asleep. So, Tina, is Tina still here? Okay, good. So, Tina, go ahead. Tina, unmute your mic and let us have you. Be very fast, please. Oh, Tina is asleep too. Tina slept on the call. If Tina can hear me, unmute yourself and speak. Amazing. Okay. Mr. Obi John, I'm sure you definitely can hear me because you've been typing. All right, sir. Unmute your mic and speak. Okay, good. Let's have you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I think the first thing he said, he talked about decision. If you have to come out of all those things he mentioned at the first time.
Good.
He said decision, which is number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, he made mention of something come out, but I believe he's talking about coming out of your cycle.
Okay.
Then the third one, I could not, get it.
All right. So good. At least you were able to pick you are the most. Tina, please mute your. Okay, Tina is still there. Okay, I thought you have slept. So why didn't you respond on time? Okay, good. Now I'm going to play it again. For people that said, someone said I should play it again. So please listen again now.
To hear this story for a couple reasons. Number one, because it doesn't matter where you are today. If you're struggling right now, you're sharing a room with people, you're trying to figure it out, you're not eating room service, and you're on a budget trying to make this all work. I just want you to know that your situation can change if you really make a decision. That's number one. Number two, I will tell you that the highest paid skill in network marketing is your ability to promote. If you can get butts and seats, it changes your entire dynamic back in your local marketplace, and being relentless in that promotion.
Good. So I'm going to say it now so that you can also hear. Number one, you need to make a decision first. Number two, you need to get more bots in the room. Now, what does it mean? You need to promote, like I said, you need to promote each and every event we do for January till December, like relentlessly. You are promoting the event like your life depends on it. Because your ability to promote events and get a lot of people seated for each and every of the events you'll be doing from January, February, March, April, May till December. That is what is going to determine the kind of possibility that you are going to get. And that's why I said, even if you come into network marketing with zero network, you can still make it if you would make up your mind. So number one, make a decision. Number two, be ready to promote events by promoting it to strangers. Promote our event, put it out there, let people get to know about it. And the last one, be relentless in promoting it. Relentless. When they say relentless, no matter who is saying no, no matter who is saying yes, you are promoting it tirelessly.
To hear the story,
that is what gets the job done. And lastly, the leadership development skills. This one is this is one of the criteria you need. If you are going to be wealthy in our business, you must be ready to be a leader. And not just a leader with development skills. Leadership development is the highest skill needed to create wealth. You need to understand it. When you understand this, you will stop shying away from leadership position. When you understand that this is exactly where you need to, what you need to do, or the level you need to get to create wealth, because whether you like it or not, it is your ability to lead that determines how well your team will grow. It's easier to start with first three, but what you make out of those first three, just like I'm showing us now, what I make out of us right now is what actually tells if I am actually a good leader indeed. By the time you start producing three, Irene, you are welcome. So where were you when I was calling your name? Your ability to promote, to become a leader, your ability to now make of, just like you can imagine now, let me use this Irene scenario for instance. Now, Irene at some point was very cold. She went totally cold. But now, as a result of my leadership, because there was what she saw that brought her back. As a result of the leadership and the level at which I approached the business, she came back to life. And my greatest joy about her coming to life is the birth of Mr. Obi. Because if something in her did not well up to now regain the consciousness of the fact that she's in the business, she could not have told that Mr. Obi that day, and Mr. Obi will not be here today. So you can see the power of leadership now. This is how powerful leadership is. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. So now, question. If you are to be healed for 3 months, and you can't show up to run this business or follow up on anyone, what happens to your business? Will it thrive? Will it survive? Or will it nosedive? The answer for most of us right now is nosedive, because you are the only champion in your business right now. Can you see why you need to develop leadership skills now, so that you can raise other leaders like you that can keep it going even in your absence. Even in your absence. So let me ask you this honest question. The lifestyle you have now, is that lifestyle, is that the lifestyle you desire to live? Is that the lifestyle you desire to live? What are those promises you made to your wife, your children, your family, and your parents? Have you fulfilled them? God is giving you this privilege today because He is not finished with you yet. A lot of people need to recognize that network marketing is a very precious gift to we that we did not have a privileged background. I look at the amount of people network marketing has turned them to a giant right now, and I see how possible it can be for everybody that will see network marketing as a precious gift. Network marketing is a precious gift of transformation, most especially when you don't come from a very privileged background. So if anybody is talking down network marketing around you, forgive their ignorance. It is because they don't know the power in what we are building, in what network marketing can do for them. Now, if all what we are doing here and all what we do is to help you pay off those bills that is almost causing you mockery, would it be worth it? Become the man again in your home. Will it be worth it? Save yourself 35 years of hard work without matching reward. Will it be worth it? Spend more time with your family. Will it be worth it? Fire your boss and regain your freedom. Will it be worth it? Leave a good legacy. More importantly, leave a good legacy for your children. Will it be worth it? If your answers to these questions is yes, then welcome to Zillionaire Network again. Now, I want you to listen to this man. Listen attentively, because what he said was very, very profound. So, please, are we set? And I hope nobody is sleeping on this Zoom call. Aha. So, let's listen to him.
In life, something must be hard. It is either you be hard on yourself so that life can be easy for you, or you be easy on yourself so that life can be hard on you. Now, if you want to sleep the number of hours that you feel like, if you want to eat anything that comes your way, if you want to go anything and do anything that your body asks for, believe you me, life can sometimes be very hard, and especially young people. If you can't be hard on yourself, a very hard future is glaring at you. Many young people spend a lot of time on entertainment, which is not bad. But at your age, someone else who could not get a job with what they studied in school and also did not have the money to go and study something else went to the University of YouTube and learned a skill for free. In 5 years to come, you'll go looking for a job in that person's company, yet you are in the same circumstance, had access to the same YouTube, but you are watching different things. Now, discipline is doing what you are supposed to do, not doing what you feel like doing. It is better you be hard on yourself when you still have the strength to do so that life can be easy for you when you don't have the strength to be hard on yourself. But in most cases, if the reverse goes on the other way, then believe you me, life can be very tough. So I'd like you to ask yourself a question. Are you being hard on yourself in a given direction? If that is the case, then prepare for a soft landing. But if you are pursuing comfort, especially as a young person, then believe you me, life will work on you. So it's either work on life or life works on you. Thank you.
Powerful. I'm sure you got that message. It's either you walk on life or life walks on you. Did we get that? If you got that, let me see some reactions in the chat box.
In life,
let me see some reactions in the chat box. We have come to the end of tonight's section. Let me see, like, what was major for you? What was major for you? So we've gotten to the point of review now. So as much as you are doing that here online, I also like us to do it on the group. Go and drop all the major things that was the videos. Like I said, I recorded it's on record, so I would try to okay, I will try to put it up on my YouTube.